What is going on, people? What is going on to everybody watching the replay? Sorry, I've been kind of away. Had a lot of real life stuff going on, but it's Saturday night. My Bucks play tomorrow morning, so I'm probably not going to be streaming for that long. But it's Saturday night. I haven't been streaming, so I wanted to make sure that we get out here and we stream tonight and we have a good time. And plus, I'm really far behind on my grind. Again, had a lot of real life stuff. Got a family member in the hospital. Basically, been in the hospital like every day this week. Yeah, but other than that, things are great, man. So we're gonna get some grinding going on while we wait for a couple of people to show up. I'm sure notifications will eventually go out, and people will show up. But for now, I'm just here talking to myself and talking to you guys watching on the replay. But what we're going to be doing, we're going to be grinding some arena tonight. I have fallen behind this season, and as you can see, a little over like 24 hours left. And I have got a ton of grinding to do. Only got 280 points out of the 900 I need. I've fallen behind massively because I've been so busy. What's up, Flappy? Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Ace? What's up, Moist? Welcome. Everyone's starting to flow in. So, yeah, we're going to be... what's up, Chief? Yeah, what's up, Connors? Yeah, I mean, I'm so far behind. You know, I got 280 out of the points of like the 900 and something, 920 points I need. So, you know, as I said, been in and out of the hospital like all week because I got a family member there. So, yeah, just haven't been grinding like at all. I normally try to keep up and not fall behind. What's up, Tony? How's it going, man? Welcome, man. Yeah, gonna be waking up early to watch the Bucks play the Panthers. Yeah, it's my father-in-law. He's in the hospital. So, you know, wifey is probably not gonna have a video this week. She's been super busy, obviously real stressed out, but yeah. So I'm trying to get my head off of it and just play some football. Appreciate the prayers, man. I appreciate that, dabbing. Absolutely, man. So let's see, what do we got here? We're gonna have a nice little floater. OBJ, awful animation there where he just slows down. Have you guys heard about this whole like audible thing with a controller? I got my Xbox controller here. I'm not using it. See, it's off. I even though it's doable, apparently, I don't know. It's just it's shady, man. It's shady. Yeah, I'm sure it is against the terms of service. Hopefully EA fixes it, because it's definitely like unfair. So, what's up, North? What's up, man? Welcome, dude. Yeah, so I can get to the Hall of Fame basically. You can get to the Hall of Fame like every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks is when that resets. Break your route. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm not gonna get in there. How many fear points do I have? Not many, dude. Not many at all. As I said, man, this whole week, dude, I haven't really been playing, man. I haven't been playing. I felt awful because I asked to be benched, and then I said put me in. And do I care about my scheme? Yeah, I definitely. I'm a West Coast for life guy. I'm using the coordinator view camera setting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm probably gonna grind. I don't know if I'm gonna grind it all tonight. I may end up doing a bunch of the grind today and then like grinding a little bit tomorrow. Should you care about scheme? Only if you care about the plays that you can use. If you don't care what plays are available to you, then don't care about scheme at all. If you like having plays that fit your play style, then scheme is probably the most important thing in the game. Because your scheme determines what plays you get, other than your coach. Your coach gives you a few extra, but your schemes are basically the baseline requirement. Let's hit the tight end there. Go back to Call of Duty. I never play Call of Duty, man. I'm a Gator fan and a Bucks fan, man. I am a Gator. It's my my alum. You know, it's my school. It's my team. Yeah, scheme I guess is important for Overdrive as well. But again, probably the biggest thing would be. Yeah, North Audible's definitely. I mean, I haven't done it because one, like, it's against the terms of service, and two, there I go throwing interceptions because I'm talking. Oh, to Chief Eno. Gotcha. Sorry, man. Um, Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Audibles would make the game way too easy. Way too easy, dude. Way too easy. In fact, if I was using a controller and I ever dropped a drive, I'd probably quit the game because I'd just be bad at the game. I don't know how anybody could like not drop straight 24s every time they play if they're playing with a controller where they can audible. You know, you see something like they come out and punt block, just audible to any pass play, audible out of your run, and it's a guaranteed touchdown. Like it's I don't know, if you can halfway read a defense, playing with a controller would just be so broken, overpowered. But hopefully EA patches it quickly, and hopefully this dude plays back quickly, so I don't have to just sit here for 10 minutes. We could play some Over It, right? We could play some Over It while we're waiting. Actually, you know what? Since I haven't even logged on today prior to this stream, let's do my daily goals. Let's do my daily goals. Ooh, a boo pack. What's going to be in this boo pack? Yeah, exactly. On console, you can control your defense. If you can't control your defense to match the way they audible, like if you're playing an online game, like if we had head-to-head, right, like where you played offense and defense live, I'd actually be okay with audibles. I'd be okay with audibles because if I see you audible something, then I could audible in return, you know, to counteract that. But if I can come out and you see, oh boy, they're coming out in like a really run-heavy set and I came out in a run, I'll just audible to a pass, you know? And similarly, if they come out in, you know, dime, I'm just going to audible to a run and just run it up the gut every single time I see dime. You know, like they come out in dime, run it up the gut. That's it. Stump CHF, we can maybe do that, man, but I got a lot of grinding to do. That's the only issue is I got a lot of grinding to do. So I don't want to do Stump because I got to do grinding, man. But yeah, I agree. Live matches would be super fun, man. Live matches would be super fun. I think it would be a little difficult for them to code it, and I think there'd be some things to worry about as far as how it goes. But yeah, I think live matches would be, you know, hopefully the future. In fact, I even said that when we first got Overdrive last year, where I thought, you know, just this whole thing of like the whole 3-minute thing, I was like, it's not real football, you know, and yeah, they're making a stride away from it. But I thought to myself, I'm like, man, what if you had like a minute and a half for each person, right? You keep the fantasy, you keep all of that, the nonsense of Overdrive, but for the first minute and a half, you get to play offense and I'm playing live defense. And then you put up whatever you put up, then we switch. I get a minute and a half of offense, you get a minute and a half of defense. That way you have the same amount of time, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see some kind of implementation of something that will allow you to play defense. That one's getting run back. One sideways cut, and that one's running back. Yeah, dude, there's price floors and price caps. So, I don't have the info like handy right at the moment. I think I have it on my other phone. But there's basically a minimum price that you can sell a card for based on its on its level. Like you can't sell a 70 below a certain price. You can't sell an 80 below a certain price. Like so if you list the card too low, it will not even show up on the auction house. So it's impossible to sell it if you list it too low. All right, that should be nice and easy. You tied Arena? Like you actually tied? You can play Madden Mobile with an Xbox controller. Yes, you can on iOS. For now. They're going to fix it because it's blatant cheating because you can audible. I mean, you can audible. If you're playing with a PlayStation or an Xbox controller on iOS 13, you can literally audible. You come out there, you don't like what you're seeing, you can go from a run to a pass, you can go from a pass to a run, you can change, you know, completely different passes. Yeah, it just overall, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. I just don't understand how if you can call an audible in this game, how you could drop points. Hopefully the leagues that are taking advantage of it. Honestly, you know, it's funny. Like the whole controller thing. If it's against the terms of service, I'm not gonna do it. But honestly, like, part of me thinks, I can't blame somebody who's like playing on a controller. Like, if they got their controller to work on the game, I don't know. It's like it's an input device, Like, I don't know. I'm kind of up in the air about it. I think the only thing that's really problematic for it for me is that people with a controller can audible, and people who aren't, people who don't have a controller can't audible. That's the big problem for me. Is if there was parity, like if everything you could do on a controller you can do with a touchscreen. Oh, gotta love that jam. Gotta love that jam. So if I could do everything that they could do, right now the controllers only work on iOS, and it can be a PS4 or an Xbox controller. By the way, I play Android, guys. I play on a OnePlus 7 Pro, so I'm not using a controller, even though I have my Xbox controller right here. I'm not hooked up. Yeah, dude. I mean, hey, Speedy, I'll be honest, man. I have awful pack luck. That's why, in fact, like, yeah, my pack luck is just garbage, man. My pack luck is absolute garbage. Hey, we're up into silver. What's up, DJB? Welcome, dude. Well, Joseph, I appreciate the subscription, man, and thank you so much, man. I'm glad you find it useful. Sorry I've been light on the content lately, man. Just been busy, dude. Real life sucks lately. No, not really. It's just real life's good, but it just sucks when you got family in the hospital, dude. You're worried about them, but at the same time you're up at the hospital every day for hours, and anybody who's had to deal with that, like, it's draining, man. It's draining. Like, I've never really felt like so drained from doing like nothing. Like, dude, I'm sitting around in a freaking room, just like, it's not draining. It's not like I'm using my brain or using my body and, like, tarring a roof or something like that. But man, I come out of the hospital, I'm just so dang drained, man. Just so dang drained. I ain't even the one in there, man. I ain't even the one in the hospital. And I just get drained, man. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna keep moving the ball. It sounds like wife and kiddo are home now. I rushed home for the stream. They went out to go get some dinner because we've been at the hospital since like 5 o'clock or something. Hey, Icy, Landon, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you, dude. Means the world to me, man. Thanks for the support. I'm definitely gonna try to make I'm definitely going to try to get back to making more videos a week. What's up, dude?
Hey.
What'd you have for dinner?
McDonald's.
Oof. Totally a horse collar tackle. Totally a horse collar tackle.
Just coming home. We just got home.
You just got home? Yeah, I heard you guys come in.
I think I might go down and work on my, like, Iron Man / robot mask.
Awesome, dude. Have fun. I'll see you afterwards. Man, I feel like, yeah, it's my son's. He didn't come in camera. I tightened the camera angle a little bit, like the actual webcam, so it's got less of like a side to side field of view. But he was standing right over here. But yeah, it's my son. What is it? 2nd and goal. I don't even know where we're at here. Based on the scheme itself and what it does, why do I prefer 3-4 over dime? I don't. I think your scheme should be dependent on the players that you have. So if you have the best players at overall, even then, there's going to be weaknesses associated with it. So, if you're running a mostly dime scheme, right? If you're running a mostly dime scheme, it should, in theory, be really hard to pass against. The problem is, if you run all dime, someone's just going to run it up the gut with halfback dive, halfback dive, fullback dive. Basically, just any inside run plays. And against dime, if you run an inside run play, like, you may not get a home run where you're taking it to the house every single time, but you're just going to be able to run it up the gut. So if I went up against somebody who every single down and distance that I encountered dime, I would do nothing other than play like this. I would basically be like, all right, halfback lead dive. See, he's coming out in 4-3, so it may not work as well. But if it was dime, I'd get like 3 or 4 yards, and then I would just go right back to it. Halfback lead dive, then we're going to go fullback power. You know, just these inside runs over and over and over and over. Because if they're running dime, they're not going to be able to stop those inside runs. They're just not. Like, you don't have the personnel on the field. So that's the problem with really, like, with any scheme, right? Yeah, they could, Brett, but only if you were bad in your play calling and repeated plays in a bad order. If you diversified the running plays enough, the DL won't adjust. At least not before you score. At least that's my thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see. I mean, I ran a dime scheme for a while because I had better players for a dime scheme. Yeah, heck yeah, I'm ready for the Bucks in England tomorrow for sure, man. I'm gonna be up watching the game like every Bucks game for the past. I don't know, man. I've probably seen every Bucks game for the past 20 years, every single one of them. Hard question. How do you increase league participation? Joseph, if you have the right league participation is not really a problem. You know, league participation, if you have a problem with league participation, it means that you have the wrong people in your league. The best way to deal with problems with league participation is to have a zero tolerance policy. And if you have people in your league not participating, just kick them. Replace them with somebody who's going to participate. But if they're not willing to, to play like a few minutes a day for the goodness of the league, they're not the right person to have in the league, man. They're just not. You know, now if maybe you're not trying to be a competitive league, maybe you're looking for something different. But like in my league, we have very strict things. Like if you miss a league versus league, you better have a damn good excuse. And if you don't, you're probably going to get benched for a couple of days. And if it happens more than once, you're just going to get booted. You know, like we try not to be, oof. I kind of want to watch the replay there because he just totally got laid out. Like it looked like a catch and a fumble almost. Let's see if it's catch. Does he make a football move? Catch. Get a better angle. Definitely got possession. Oh no, that's a bang play. Yeah, that's an incompletion. But man, he got laid out, right? Why can't you do instant replays? I don't know, dude. I have no idea, man. Yes, you only get pumpkins for the play or for the take one event. In fact, it's funny if I take a break, I have to do my pumpkin or my whatever the heck this cookie cutter promo is. I have to do it. So while we're waiting on this guy to drive back, I'll go spend some stamina on that. And I should have went to this. Should have went to the slant, but I think I'll still hold off there. Well, heck, if he dropped the donut, I guess so. What's up, Chris? Welcome, man. Yeah, if you already got the 88 Cooper, you must have been grinding like crazy, dude. This seemed like it would be a hard grind. But again, I've been grinding it all. When you play against the Panthers, are their helmets black or is it just you? I don't know, dude. Yeah, the dailies do drain a ton of stamina, man. It's 800 just for the one-time events of the take one and whatnot. So, I mean, it's definitely a lot. I'm probably not going to be grinding for any of them for this one. In all honesty, I'm probably just going to be like making coins. You know, so basically just make a bunch of golds, sell a bunch of golds. Nice little one-handed OBJ catch there. That's so unrealistic, though. That animation, right? Like this animation here. Call me crazy, but I just don't think that this is like a real life possibility, right? Like to the motion, the physics there. I don't know. I've seen some crazy catches. You ever seen anything that crazy in the NFL? And I feel like I get that animation all the dang time to OBJ. It's like they said, oh, OBJ has his famous one-handed grab, so we're just going to make him go for like one-handed grabs all the time for no reason in Madden Mobile other than it looks cool. You got the 86 Poe. Yeah, my problem with the 86 Poe is that I have bad luck, so he'll probably come out with like 10 power. And if he has 10 power, he's not going to be... nobody knows what pumpkins do yet because they're not used yet. The pumpkins are going to be used later on in like one of the different ones that are coming. Yeah, see, if you get 10 power on it, like I won't a 10 power player will not make it on my team under any circumstances. I will not put a 10 power player on my team. I don't care if he's a 90 overall. If he's got 10 power, he's not going on my squad. Reason being is the difference between a single 40 power player versus a single 10 power player, right? Let's assume that you have all max power players at every single position except one. And that one position, you drop from a 40 power player down to a 10 power player. Okay? One guy on your offense, defense, and special teams. One guy. That's a 2.5% decrease in your total potential power. Think about that. 2.5% from one freaking guy on the squad. What if you got two? 5%. Yeah, I mean, the math on it just says don't use players that are not max power. Don't use players that are not max power. If you're playing competitively, like if you're playing casually and you don't really care, that's a different story. You know, that's a different story. Use whatever the heck you want. Dalton, you just don't know how to use the audible feature. There's a post on Reddit that talks about how to use the audible feature while you're lined up on the field with a controller. I haven't really looked into it because I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I mean, if you're casual and you're not playing competitively, like then power probably doesn't matter to you as much. But if you're trying to play competitively and stay in the competitive arena, yeah, I don't have any phenoms. I don't do any phenoms. I want nothing to do with the entire phenoms program. When I reviewed the phenoms program, that was the specific problem I had with it. As I said to anybody who's playing the game competitively, you gave us a program that is 100% useless unless you are extremely lucky with your RNG pulls. And I don't know. I'm not a fan of luck-based things. What overall is the OBJ? I don't know, dude. I think he's like an 87 or something like that. Let me check. Why will it not let me tap on people? I don't know. Yeah, Juicy, if you know, all of my players are schemed. Reason being is you get extra power from your scheme. So we'll talk about it after this. We'll talk about it after this. Did I not score? Let's fullback dive this in real quick. Let's finish this one and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a sec. Let me finish this up so I don't time out on an arena match. That would be like the worst way to lose is on a timeout. Yeah, I like Most Feared too. I hope, you know, I forget who it was. Somebody was mentioning something that we might get like the players in the past they called it like enraging, where the players would like enrage and they'd basically be like 12 feet tall. I think someone hinted, maybe it was Slay that I heard it from, but somebody told me that maybe EA is going to be bringing that back. And if they do, I think that's going to be super cool, man. I think that'll be super cool. Yeah, Ace, I agree, man. I think that the Phenom should be just like the other ones. That's why I think Legends is such a great promo this year. Legends is such a great program because every single Legend player that you get is max power, which is great, man. I mean, it's absolutely great. Legends are extremely grindable. They're one of the best things to grind if you're looking to advance your team. Yeah. The Giants team in Most Feared Season mode is enlarged. All right, well then that gives me hope.
I finished the thing.
That, buddy, I'll check it out after the stream, dude. The players in the Most Feared Super Bowl. You know what that makes me think? It makes me think that we're gonna get it then. If I haven't done the season mode yet. Again, I haven't done anything. I probably will. I'm gonna spend the gems and do the season mode in the other one eventually. And we won this one, so yeah. Because he dropped some points there, and that's all it takes. So let's do some of these stupid live events that we have to do while I'm waiting on this guy to finish, and we'll yeah, my normal thing is if it's a player that I couldn't even remotely think of using, like a West or like a vertical player, I'm gonna take one because maybe, just maybe, those things are gonna be useful. I don't know. We'll see. Gauntlet Runner. So, oh really? I didn't get it on my first. Yeah, back to Scheme. Sorry, Juicy. So Scheme. Yeah, here we'll take it from here. Actually, on that note, yeah, you're right, man. Sorry, getting distracted, dude. I got like a bunch of things going around. Yeah, definitely don't burn your gems, dude. Definitely save your gems. Saving gems is the smart thing to do.
When you're done doing that, can you send me a friend request? Liam loves gaming.
Well, not tonight. Not tonight, bud. Okay. I got a lot of stuff that I'm gonna cover and talk to everybody about. Just not tonight, dude. Scheme. Yeah, Scheme. Sorry. So, Scheme. It all comes down to this one right here, okay? So, if you don't play Overdrive, you can stop at 9, right? You can stop at 9. You don't, like, power, you want power. You want power. Even if you don't play Overdrive. If you play League versus League. If you play Arena. If you play anything there against other people, you want power. So by slotting your team together and getting 9 there, you're at least going to get your max power bonus from your Scheme. If you don't ever play Overdrive and you really look at it like, I'm not going to play that game mode because it's garbage and it's trash and I have no desire to play that game mode. Or you could be like Pick6 Brett and just love the game mode and do nothing but play Overdrive. If you love Overdrive and you play a lot of Overdrive, make sure to get 10 players because that 2-second faster Overdrive timer is a game changer in Overdrive. It is absolutely essential. I think if you play Overdrive and you don't have 10 players of the same scheme of your Overdrive team, you are hurting yourself in Overdrive. It's that simple. If you do not have a full 10 people on your team, you are intentionally harming yourself every single Overdrive game you play. If you don't play Overdrive, get 9 players. Get 9 players. Get yourself as much free power as you can. And yeah, the OBJ that I have is the 87 one. Right there. Yeah, playing OD is intentionally harming yourself, or at least intentionally making you want to harm yourself. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have Color Rush, Step. I don't think we're gonna have Color Rush, man. I think I think Color Rush we already would have had if it was coming. In my opinion, Whiplash, yes. Especially if you play Overdrive 100%. If it's a massive, massive, massive difference, like, you know, you can have it like, you know, a non-schemed 87 overall or like a schemed like 75, obviously then you have something that's there. But if given the difference between like, you know, an 85 in scheme or an 83, or I'm sorry, an 85 out of scheme or an 83 in scheme, I'm going to choose the in scheme player personally. But that's because I personally play enough Overdrive that I want my so my team is over. Why is my team so, I don't know, it's an 83 offense and 84 defense. My special teams is garbage because I don't care about special teams. All I want from my special teams is power, which I've got all tier 4 players there. So And yeah, I don't really care about my overall that much. I really don't care. If I do, if I do, when I do the two gem unlocks for the whatever the heck this thing is, the Field of Fear, I'll probably add it to my defense. I'll probably be looking to replace a DT and a corner. That's probably, these are the next two guys that I'm going to look to fix. Removing them should, I would think, put my defense up to maybe an 85 or an 86, because I'm going to be replacing them with pretty high players there. So just getting rid of those two, I think, will push me up to at least an 85. Probably an 85 is where I think it'll be. And my offense, man, I'll be honest, I really don't care that much about my offense because it's I don't know. I don't really have a hard time scoring usually. Did this guy finish? He did. So we can get back to it. Any other questions on power? Could we move on from power, man? Yeah, I mean, I like Legends 2 because there's less random number generator involved. Like, I'm not a fan of these promos lately where you have to get lucky and pull the right player to make the player that you want. I'm just not a fan of that. I mean, granted, you can essentially just choose to, like, you say you get the wrong player, you just sell it and then buy. No, I'm good there. Like, you have to sell it and then rebuy the one that you want. Like, say you're going for an offensive player, or maybe that one's not the best example, but say you pull like an 81 corner and you need like an 81 safety to get the guy that you want. It's kind of annoying, that you have to rely on the random number generator for sets, but it is what it is. I'll play a game of Overdrive after this, Damien, and we'll talk about it. I'll give you a clear example and make it real clear after this one. Would I put a 30 power player on my team if he was 90 overall? If I had it depends on who he was replacing. If he was replacing a guy who was like an 88, probably not. If he was replacing like a 40 power 80, yeah. For a drop from a 50, or from a drop from 40 down to 30, that's only like a 0.78% decrease to total power. So I'd probably be okay with that one. Is this one going to get run back too? Yeah, this one's going to be a run back too. I upgraded my kick returner, and he's actually, I've been returning a lot of the kicks. So what do we have here? We've got they're coming out in dime. So yep, there we go. OBJ with his little, there's another OBJ one-handed grab. Evolvable Vic. Here's the thing about evolvables. They're going to cost a lot to evolve. Yeah, I use this camera angle because it's just better for me. I have a lot more vision of the field, sideline to sideline, and a lot deeper down the field. That low camera angle, I just can't play with it as well. This one lets me just see a lot more of the field. And to me, in a video game, information is usually key, right? And being able to see more on your screen at any given time. I don't care if you're playing Fortnite or Madden or anything else, right? Like, whatever game you're playing, information is essential. And the more information you have available to you that your brain can process in a quick period of time is what's going to help you perform better at whatever the game is you're playing. This particular camera angle, in my opinion, just gives you more information available than any of the other camera angles. You may not like it, but the reality is you can see further down the field. You have better depth perception of how far back a linebacker is versus a crossing wide receiver. Good 2-point play against Double Drags. Double Drags is kind of a pain to stop, but there's a couple. I can show you a couple of them. But I mean, here's the thing, right? Let's look at Double Drags, right? If we just look at the play, okay, so what do we need to shut down? You need to shut down obviously the drag route, although that drag route's not usually the biggest one. The biggest real threat with double drags, let me see if I can pull it off, even with this slow Andrew Luck. That's the real threat right there on double drags, is you play coverage and they don't even have a super fast quarterback. They can just scramble it in. In my opinion, that's the thing that makes double drags a good 2-point play, is if they play it right to stop all of the throwing lanes, they're still going to be able to get you with a scramble. Because the plays that stop all of those throwing lanes usually leave open. I'm not liking what I see, but there it is. Get clear. Oof. Yeah, 10 power. That's the thing I'm not a fan of. I just don't like all of these, like, the random power things for masters and things like that. I get why they do it, because you pull that crappy 10 power 86 and it makes you want to keep grinding and upgrade to get you that 88. What are we up to? All right, we're slowly but steadily moving up. Cowboy double ins is powerful. I don't think I've ran it, but yeah. So somebody said maybe I'll explain it without playing a game of Overdrive, but maybe I'll play an Overdrive game. But see right here, right? So I use Andrew Luck, okay? And see this thing right here? This is an Overdrive meter where it says that it's 14 seconds, right? His is 14 seconds. Adam Thielen's is 16 seconds. Kellen Winslow, 15 seconds. You see how this Overdrive meter? That's the time it takes to gain 1 point in the Overdrive game, right? 1 point to fire off a pressure. If you have a reduction based on your team power, so right here, if we look up my total team power, a half a second faster, a half a second faster, a second faster, a second faster, 2 seconds faster. All in all, that is 5 seconds faster. So that means instead of getting an Overdrive point every 14 seconds, I'm going to get one every 9 seconds. That is big, because if you use a 14-second captain, you will be able to fire off all 6 pressures, as opposed to if you have a 17-second captain, even if you have all of those, all of your players, that brings it from 17 seconds down to 12 seconds, and that's only going to be enough to fire off 5 defensive pressures. That's what it's doing, is it's reducing the time it takes to build a meter. Or to build 1 point on your Overdrive meter. How do you get Kellen Winslow? Winning a couple of games with one of the other captains. If you tap what Kellen Winslow, it'll tell you what the requirement is to unlock him, right? Like if I want to get this David Bakhtiari, 25,000 points using vertical. If I want to get this John Elway, 10,000 points in overdrive using David Bakhtiari. So just tap on the coach or captain if you don't have them, and it'll tell you what you need to do to get them. Yeah, if you had a 15-second captain and 10 there, it would drop to a 10-second, and you would get one every 10 seconds. So, did this guy play, or are we still waiting? All right, we're good. We can keep going. Keep on the grind. Yeah, I'm good on that as well, Aussie. I will not be getting any other captains. Any captain that requires playing with any of these other schemes. Well, Joseph, they never had RPOs. There were never run pass option plays in the game. There are option plays that are all like run. They basically have, the standard option. Then they have like a pitch option and a triple option, but it's not going to be an RPO situation. It's just running options. And they're of course only they're just for spread. I think it's possible, Moist, but the problem with a 15-second, and the reason that I personally go for a 14-second one, is the timing. So I think you can technically fire off the 6 pressures with a 15-second coach, or I'm sorry, with a 15-second captain. The problem is that you'll fire off your final pressure with like 15 seconds left in the game. So if they do, in fact, hit your 6 pressure, if they're winning, they could just wait it out and just not run a play to risk giving you those points. That's why I go with a 14-second captain myself, because it lets me fire off that final pressure early enough that if they're going to try and wait it out, they're going to have to wait out like a good 30 seconds of gameplay, which is enough time for me to come in there and really do some damage. What play did I pick? I picked the wrong play on accident, but I think it's still going to work. Did it really not work? Wow. It's fullback dive at this time. Whew. Man. I still think that the middle slant is just what an unnecessary catch animation. An unnecessary catch animation. There was nobody freaking guarding him. He was wide open and he decides to like jump and do a flip to catch it. Like, I don't know. Just seems unnecessary. And another kick return. But no, I have not used a controller, and I will not use a controller. Joe Sapp, I will not. What's up, Taki? Welcome, dude. Yeah, I won't use a controller. Ooh, what do we have here? We got something at a quarter, so we're probably going to be... we can hit either option here. We're good.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing here, too?
I mean, there's a lot of plays that you can scramble on, especially if they go full zone coverage. It's really easy to run against like full zone coverage. That's why I generally prefer like zone blitzes. Are you really gonna let me run another kickback? I don't know, Evolution. I'll tell you what. If the Panthers win, it won't be McCaffrey. It won't be McCaffrey. Our front seven is nasty, man. The Bucks front seven is nasty, dude. I mean, you just look at the trouble people have had running against us. I don't know, dude. All right, we win 24-8. The grind is a moving. Yeah, my big issue with vertical's a good scheme. My thing is it doesn't have the routes that I like. Like I really like tight end out routes. I like a lot of drag routes. Yeah, Ace, he's looking better. I mean, if anybody can fix him, it is Bruce Arians. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just can't be a Jameis fan. Like, he's just broken my heart as a player, like, too many times, man. He's like a girl that cheated on you like 17 times and you were a sucker and you kept her around. Like, how can you just go, how can you go on that business trip and expect her not to cheat on you again? It's just, Jameis has just done that too many times. Bruh. I don't know, man. Maybe he will. I mean, OJ Howard's okay. The thing with Jameis, man. The thing with Jameis is my problem with Jameis. He's got all the physical talent in the world. He's a bad decision maker, man. He's a bad decision maker. Like. Yeah, Moist. So the thing is, it's balanced though, Moist, because you got to think, factor in a couple of things, because people don't really look at the two sides to that, right? So one person can say, yeah, but the 14-second captains have such a lower bonus than the 17-second captains, right? which is 110% true. The bonuses for a 17-second captain are significantly better than the bonuses for a 14-second captain, and that's for any scheme. Any scheme. The difference is that final pressure that you can fire off is usually worth more points than the difference. So, if you get that final pressure off, it's like, okay, yeah, so my captain bonus is 100 points less, but if I can get in a final pressure that if you fail my pressure gives me 150 points, well then the net benefit is I'm up I'm up 50 points versus where I would be if I didn't fire off that final pressure. So it's a bit of a gamble, but it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe do a recruiting stream soon. I've been wanting to do a recruiting stream again soon, Manny. I've just been busy, man. The past couple of weeks between between it being like a new quarter, that's always like a busy time of the busy time of the year every time there's a new quarter for me for my business. But then with everything kind of, this past week, just getting everything organized has been, I don't know, honestly, dude, I've been pretty happy with the Barber and Jones combo, man. Barber and Jones, they're kind of meh, but they've been doing a lot better this year. I'm not super mad at it, I think they can get the job done. I think Jones is Jones when he's running hard, he runs hard, man. He's got talent. Give him a couple more years. Let's see. We got a blitz coming from that side, so we're just going to gun it to Eifert. Always throw at the blitz. Always throw at the blitz, unless you get screwed over like I did, where they tipped it and pick it off. There we go. OBJ late. Didn't like the coverage on the drag route. 13. Oh, he's still got another drive. Oh, kicking position needs improvement. That's like understatement of the lifetime, Nick. Understatement of a lifetime, dude. The Bucks kicking woes are a joke, dude. The Bucks kicking situation is a joke. It's been 8 years, and at least one game, 8 years in a row, where we've had a different kicker to start the year. Every single freaking year, we have had a kicker directly lose us a game, where the margin of difference at the end of the game would have been different if only the kicker did their job. It already happened this year with Matt Gay against the Giants. So this year is not going to be the year we fix it. I think, overall, Matt Gay, he's looking all right. He's better than what we've had, but we just had so many problems with Aguayo, with Folk, DJ, he lost us that game. There's no question. There's no question that Matt Gay lost us that game. No question. What Madden Today events are worth playing? Ooh, we lost one. Yeah, we did get spoiled by Grammatica for so long, dude. We did get spoiled for...
Leah, what are you doing?
We did get spoiled for a long time with Grammatica. He was pretty automatic. Let's help the homies. We're going to have to spend something there, but since someone asked what's the best thing on Madden Today, I will probably do these before the weekend is up, just because they're usually pretty good. You usually get like 5 for those. But honestly, people may knock it, but one of the best things you can do is to just do the Madden Mint event over and over. It's super cheap. It's super cheap to do. You get gold from it, and then you win even more. It's just pretty reliably like 1,000. Hey, what's up, Slay? We got Slay in the house, dude. I don't know. It's a good way to make coins, and at the end of the day, coins are the universal currency, right? They're the universal currency. It doesn't matter what the promo is. Eventually, everything goes on sale for coins. Mostly. There are a few things that are not auctionable. But yeah. So Slay, man, what do you think of the controller, my dude? What do you think of playing with a controller? Did you actually, well, maybe I shouldn't ask you to admit to violating terms of service. Although, hopefully it's fixed. And I still think that if EA bans people for that, especially after the people who deserved bans just got all of their training points taken away from them, when they should have been banned because they knew what they were doing was wrong. They knew they were cheating. They didn't care. They made sure that their whole league cheated several times over. If those guys didn't get banned, I'd actually almost be pissed if EA bans people just for using a controller.
Put it right over here.
Even though, I mean,
Put it where
even though there's no question,
Where?
using a controller in this game is absolutely cheating. You can freaking call audibles, dude. You can call audibles when someone who doesn't have a controller can't call audibles. That alone is cheating. In my opinion. I'll call it there. I'll disclaimer it and say it's cheating in my opinion. But if you're able to use a third-party device, aka a controller, and gain access to things that normal people can't do, seems like you are getting an unfair advantage from the use of a third-party, whatever the heck you want to call it. But yeah. Oh, dude, I wish Raymond, if I could call audibles, I'd never drop drives, man. It would take a lot to get me to drop a drive if I could call audible. Yeah. Hey, Slay. I got something for you. You ready? Are you ready for it? I'm going to give a flashback. Guys, this is just for Slay since he is here. We are going to do a flashback. Wait, I got to set it up first. Okay? I got to set this up better. We're not doing it justice setting it up from where we're setting it up. So Slay, stick around. I got something for you on this touchdown that's coming. But we got to get in position to score first. So we're going to move it down the field. And we're going to do something just for Slay since he's here. So we're moving it down. Everything's on the line. Well, damn it! That is not what I wanted to do. That was a fat finger touchdown. I'm going to have to do it on the third drive. I do, man. I do. That was awful. What's up, Grant? Grant, welcome, man. Oh, no. Why did I pick onside recover? I'm fat fingering everything today, dude. Let's return it anyway. Let's see what we can get. Let's see. Skirt. No, I can't do it. I was trying to do something crazy, but you can't. I don't know, dude. What? The goal line. You're yeah, that may be what I'm doing. That may be what I'm doing. We'll see, though. Oh, above that? You exchanged a player last night at 2 a.m. in the 75 set. You didn't mean to and panicked so hard. You spam text just to bro. Dude, I know he's playing. Why isn't he making content, dude? Jab needs to make some content. I know he said on Insta, like, there's no content to make, and I kind of get that. But, yeah, I don't know, man. What's up, Chris? Welcome, dude. My progress on Field of Fear is, if you were to quantify it, I don't know the exact number. I don't know the exact number, but I would probably put it somewhere in the, please don't go in the end zone. Thank God. All right. So here we are, guys. It's the Seahawks. They're in the Super Bowl. We're in the Super Bowl, right? We're in the Super Bowl. What are we going to do? It's first and goal. We have Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to go away, and we're just going to have an awful throw into the middle of nowhere. Oh, my God. Come on. All right, it's all right, guys. We still have 3 more plays. We have one of the best running backs in the NFL of the year. What are we going to do? That's right. Let's make them think that we're going to run it. Let's make them think we're going to run it up the gut right here. And nope, we're just going to throw it with a bad throw. Oh my God, the Super Bowl is going down. We got to win this Super Bowl. But it's all right. It's all right. I am going to fix it, guys. This is what you should have done, Seahawks. Run the ball. Run the ball. Run the ball. And just like that, the Seahawks would have a Super Bowl win. But apparently, I have a better football mind than Pete Carroll. Apparently, I think just about anybody who has ever seen the game of football probably has a better football mind than Pete Carroll, at least on that play. At least on that decision making. I would say that decision making is actually worse than Jameis Winston's decision making in the red zone over the past 5 years. And that is a big statement, but I think is going to hold true that it is factually accurate. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And for anybody who wants to subscribe to counteract all of this, the unsubscribing apparently, that Slay is calling for, hit that subscribe button. What is going on here? Why is my screen going funky? Oh, well, whatever. I think how many points? Somebody asked how many points do we have? Not very many. Not very many. CC, man, I'm not EA's tech support, dude. I have no idea on why you don't have the instant replay button, dude. My only guess is maybe that you're playing on an older phone or a non-high-end phone, and that maybe it is, maybe it's reserved for higher-end devices, that maybe your phone doesn't have the cache memory required to restore the play for that. I don't know, man. I'm reaching for straws. No idea. I just go to pause and it gives me the option. That's kind of the extent that I can do. So. Yeah, Moist, I have a question, dude. I'm gonna be real, because I was in the hospital, right? I was in the hospital with my father-in-law, and we were watching the Alabama Texas A&M game, right? Who doesn't know, right? When Alabama lines up to run the ball, when you look at like Alabama over the past decade, you know Alabama's gonna run the ball up the gut. You know it. You stack the box with 8 guys, 9 guys. You still have to stop it, dude. Yes, the Patriots knew, or they should have known, they're going to run it Marshawn Lynch up the gut. He's still Marshawn Lynch. Just give him the ball 4 times. Bam, 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 bam. If he can't get the ball in from where they were in 4 attempts, you don't deserve to win the Super Bowl. You don't deserve to win the Super Bowl. But if you are not even going to give one of the best backs in the NFL an opportunity to run the ball even once of those 4 tries, you're just an idiot of a coach. You're just an idiot of a coach. I don't know. I agree. Slay totally could have ran it in. I think Marshawn knows he could have ran it in. I don't know. Hey, Slay. Dude, you have the easiest comeback, man. Slay. And since you're going to keep calling me Mike.
Judah. Hey, Judah. I don't know if you can hear me so loud and clear now. I am a Buccaneers fan. We have the lowest franchise win percentage of all 32 teams in the NFL. I can talk trash about your team, and you can just come back and say, "Shut up, dude! You're a Bucs fan! Your team's the worst in the NFL!"
And you win. It's that simple, bro. It's that simple, dude. We have the lowest win percentage of any team in the NFL. But I'll tell you what. Oh, A is wide open. Even with that awful record that we hold, which I'm kind of triggered that in the I'm kind of triggered that, you know, when you're doing the Master Series and you get those questions, they put it out there and they're like, hey, who's the suckiest team in the history of the NFL? Bucks. So in case you didn't know that, if you play this game, you would know that. All right, so it's tied up. We need a kick return touchdown right now. That's what I feel like we need. I feel like we need a kick return touchdown. So let's see if we can get it. Little wiggle. Cut. Not this. Couldn't stay in bounds. Might have been able to do that. All right, Slay. Later, man. I love you, Slay, anyway. I love you, bro. Even if you hate me because I ripped on your Seahawks. Just remember, dude, I'm a Buccaneers fan. And, dude, as a Buccaneers fan, I can take it, man. I can take it. You got to have thick skin to be a Bucs fan. If I were to think, like, if any team's fans have it worse, I was really thinking, like, you know, the Bucs obviously have the lowest win percentage in the history of the NFL. Right, of all 32 teams, we suck. Yeah, I guess it was the offensive coordinator, but still, dude, if you're the head coach, you gotta, I don't know, if you're a head coach, you gotta have some say when the game is on the line and it's the Super Bowl. But here's the thing. There is one group of people that at least have an argument for why they have it harder as fans than Buccaneers fans. And that would be none other than the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills. Why do you say that? Because they look pretty good this year, and they do. But God, how bad would it suck to go to that many Super Bowls in a row and walk away with fat L's each and every single time? Like, I know it's cool. Yeah, you made it to the Super Bowl so many times, but God, that would have to suck if you were watching it year after year and your team's like, guys, yeah, we're in the Super Bowl. And then like a few hours later, you're like, no, we lost, like over and over, year after year after year. Like, I remember when that was happening and I'm just like, man, Bills fans, oh, that's brutal. Now, a case you can make is, well, hey, they made it there. They were a good team every year. But losing the Super Bowl that many times in a row has just got to suck, man. That's got to suck. What do I think? Green Bay? They're all right. They're all right. I don't know. I don't know what you... I mean, let's see. What do we have here? Somebody made a little purchase. Dismissed that. Not going to relist any of that crap. Did we... I guess I should probably do some of these things. Get some extra power. Get some fantasy or Field of Fear points. I mean, yeah, the Lions probably won't. Yeah, but the Lions had the greatest running back of all time, though. Now, you want to talk about wasted talent? That's wasted talent right there. Barry Sanders to the Lions. Someone was saying that Mike Evans to the Bucs was wasted talent. No. Barry Sanders to the Lions was a waste of talent. And Megatron, but I'd say more so Barry. And Moist Emmitt Smith is only the best running back because he played for the Cowboys. Barry Sanders was a better running back. He just didn't have the team. If those two guys would have flipped and Emmitt went to the Lions and Barry went to the Cowboys that year, bruh, nobody would know who Emmitt Smith was, and Barry Sanders would have every record even remotely tied to running with a football in your hands. Like, he would have every record for eternity. No one would ever even come close. And Emmitt was good. I shouldn't say that. Emmitt would have been good, but he wasn't as good as Barry Sanders. He didn't have that ability to just... I mean, here's the thing. Someone says, like, someone says, yeah, but they knew Marshawn was going to run the ball. They knew that Barry Sanders was going to run the ball almost every single play, right? Like, who else did the Lions have when Barry Sanders was playing? Nobody. He was facing 8 in the box his whole damn career. His entire career, I don't think he ever saw a front 7. I just don't see how any, like, if he had a good team, I just don't see how he doesn't hold every single running record for eternity. All right, we get the win at the last second. Dude was really slow. It's like he was sitting around just waiting to take that fat L. So we're going to keep going. We are grinding. Hey, guys, we are making some progress. We are making some progress on this grind. I will, in fact, make it to Hall of Fame and get my badges. After all, thanks to you guys, the homies here hanging out with me while I'm grinding away, calling the same plays over and over. Because that's the most effective and efficient way to do this. Thing is, one player does not win a season. Tell that to Tom Brady, dude. Tell that to Tom Brady. I mean, I remember it was a few years back when, like, everybody from the Patriots left. And they're like, oh, the Patriots are so done. Tom Brady has nobody to throw the ball to. And Tom Brady was like, yeah, hold my beer. Shut up. I'm the GOAT. I mean, that's just... I mean, there's certain players that truly are game-changing. And I truly think Barry Sanders... There were some games that the Lions won when they had Barry Sanders that... No, dude. Joel... Man, the year before they got Randy Moss, like, they had so much turnover, their wide receiver core. It was before they had... Man, it doesn't matter, dude. I'm telling you, man. It doesn't matter. You could put a field... You could field, like, me, Slay, and the rest of the Madden Mobile YouTube community on a team with Tom Brady, and we'd be able to win a game, right? Like, we'd win a game with a bunch of scrubs out there with just Tom Brady. As long as we had the Patriots defense, but Tom Brady, I mean, I don't like him. I don't like the Patriots, but I can't, like, not respect the dude at this point. Like, he's the best football, best quarterback in the history of the game. I mean, Joel, how many years have you been watching football, man? Have you been watching Tom Brady for, like, his entire career? Because I have. Trust me, there have been years where everyone's like, the Patriots are done. This is the year they're finally done. They're not even going to be contenders. They will always be What kind of a route was that, dude? What was that? He was in the end zone and then decided to... Yeah, this was before the whole Moss thing, dude. This was before the whole Moss thing, Joel. I'm an old guy, man. When I'm talking football, I'm talking, like, stuff that's happened over the past, like, 25 years. I mean, I've been watching football, like, regularly for... Let's see, I'm 37 now. I really started, like, really watching a lot of football when I was maybe, like, 14. So, yeah, what's that, like 23, 24 years? That I've been watching a lot of football, more than most people. Again, I watch every Bucs game, and I've watched every Bucs game for like 20 years. But ever since Red Zone came out, I watch a lot of other football as well. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you do get to play the Dolphins twice every year, which is definitely, as far as strength of schedule, the Patriots are never going to have a strength of schedule problem. What was the animations here? You're 15. Oh, Josh Freeman. Good old Josh Freeman. How many mistakes have the Buccaneers made as far as drafting goes? It's, oh. I think you're giving a little too much credit to Jamie Collins there, Mr. Itz. Don't get me wrong. Collins is good, but he's not on that LT level yet. I don't think at least. Could be my personal opinion. I just don't think that he's there quite yet. Yeah, Jameis just I've never seen such a bad decision maker at the NFL level at the quarterback position as Jameis Winston. That's my big problem with him is he's just not a good decision maker. Oh, hey, what's up, man? What's up, Force? Yeah, man. I'm not in Florida anymore, but eventually I will probably retire to Florida. Although I like it here in North Carolina, man. The thing I don't like about Florida, like it's so hot all the damn time, man. It's so hot. Like there's no relief of the heat in Florida. Are the Bucks going to the playoffs? I don't know. I think it would be. I don't think they are this year. Man, dude, they gotta have it programmed into this game somehow. They have to have these like behind the back one-handed grab animations hard coded to OBJ to just make him do it. I've never seen another receiver in any freaking version of this game like intentionally go for these one-handed behind the grab back catches all the time for no reason. No, you can't do that, man. You can't put anybody in the, like, I'm just sorry. If you're going to be intellectually and factually honest, you can't put Rodgers in the same category as Brady. You just can't do it. You can't do it. You can't even, like, you used to be able to make a case for Peyton Manning. You used to be able to make a case for some of the greats, man. At this point, Tom Brady is in a freaking league all by himself. There's no one even worthy of being in the conversation against Brady. And I say this as a guy who doesn't like Brady. I don't like the Patriots. I don't like Brady. But he's the best quarterback ever to touch a football. And if you disagree with me, it's not even a freaking opinion at this point. You are just a hater. You're a hater who's ignoring facts and statistics and everything. Toxic Jolt. Toxic Jolt. I mean, dude, there's nothing to say. You tell me a quarterback who's got more Super Bowl rings. You show me someone who's won the big game more than that. I'm just saying. I don't need to like him, but I respect the hell out of him. All right. Oh, I mean, toxic. I'm not even gonna. I have to think you're trolling. I'm just gonna leave it as you're trolling or a hater, because I can't possibly imagine that someone actually is gonna try to say that. Like, I can't imagine that someone's brain is capable of rationalizing that Tom Brady is not good and that the only reason they won Super Bowls is because of their defense. Like, that is such an insane theory. I have to think that you are either just a diehard Patriots or Brady hater, or you're trolling. Those are the only rational those are the only rational thought process that I think are possible. I can't think that anybody actually thinks that Tom Brady's not a top 10 quarterback of all time. Bro. You sound like my brother, man. My brother's a Giants fan. He told me Eli Manning was a better quarterback than Tom Brady, and he said it with a straight face, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. All you people who want to freaking hate on Brady, bro, like, it's pure hate. There's no reason. There's no reason that you can say it other than hate. There's no reason. Unless you're a troll. Unless you're a troll. Yeah, Eli beat Tom twice. I agree. That's what my brother had to say. He beat the Patriots. He's the Patriots' kryptonite. It doesn't freaking matter. You mean to tell me, right? You are doing a fantasy draft, right? A fantasy draft in this magical alternate reality where all of the football greats of all time are somehow in this fantasy pool. You've got Tom Brady. You've got you've got Barry Sanders out there. You've got all of the best players, and you are up first. And the mandate of the first round is you pick a quarterback. You'd rather take Elway. Sure, but I'll tell you what. I think the most picked person would be Tom Brady. And I would pick Tom Brady. I would pick Tom Brady. Elway was great, without a doubt. There were some guys who were great when you think through the 70s. But nobody has done it Yeah, Elway is in this era, but it's not the same, man. Like the 2000 forward, with the way they changed things to salary caps and made so much more parity in the NFL compared to how it used to be. I just don't see that dynasty level coming from anybody other than the Patriots. Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers? In his prime, I would probably take Favre. If given the choice between Rodgers and like later Favre, I'd probably take Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking smack about Tom Brady. Like, I don't. It's just hating. It's just hating, dude. Do I have the Packers making it to the Super Bowl this year? I do not. I do not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sleeping on Nathan Peterman. Nathan Peterman's definitely going to be better than Tom Brady by the time all is said and done. He's going to have, he's going to hold all of Brady's records. He's going to have more rings than Brady. Everybody knows that Peterman's like the real GOAT, but he's not there yet. Like, he hasn't actually done the time. He hasn't done the time. I don't. Why here? I'm gonna give you my answer for anybody who thinks I don't like your team. Anybody who says, why don't I like X team? I'm gonna give it to you straight and simple. One answer will cover all of you. Because they are not the Buccaneers. I'm a Bucs fan. That's why, dude. I'm a Bucs fan. That's why I don't like your team. I don't like your team because they are not the Buccaneers. If your team is the Buccaneers, I love your team, bro. I'm just saying. What do you mean I'm not old enough for Joe Montana? I absolutely. Bro, I'm getting close to 40, man. I'm getting close to 40. So, yes, I am old enough for Joe Montana. And then when Steve Young replaced him. What's up, Greedy? Yeah, it is a little funny that we're in different, that all the Florida teams. But, I mean, it's a good thing, I guess. Yeah, DJB. I mean, well, I mean that was the game that Matt Gay lost us, dude. Matt Gay lost that game, dude. The missed game-winning field goal as well as a missed extra point and a blocked extra point. Coach is entirely preference. Moist. Coach is entirely preference based, in my opinion. I have a few coaches that I like. I personally in the game like Garrett as my coach. But coach basically is going to add some play. Another one of those. What? Bruh. Connor, it's because I don't want to, bro. I just don't think they're there. You're thinking that I think about the Packers more than I actually do. I just don't think it's their year. I don't think that I see them winning. So, yeah, I haven't put any more thought process into. I just don't think it's their year, and I'm not really going to give it any more thought than that. So, I don't care about them enough to actually give it any more thought than that. Super Bowl teams, I haven't really decided yet, honestly. There's still way too much football left to decide who my Super Bowl team is. So yeah. Thank you for giving my mods something to do. I know they get bored sometimes, so having people to time out and ban and stuff definitely makes my mods have a good time. So I love it when people come in and misbehave and act like jerks. It gives my mods something to do, and my mods are some of the best mods on YouTube. Oh my God, can someone please hang on to a freaking ball? Please hang on to a ball. Here we go. Man, they are killing me at the line of scrimmage, yo. They have blocked so many freaking passes at the line of scrimmage. Probably going to end it after this. So this would be an appropriate way to end. Oh, look at that. Just a big fat sack to end it. Was that the final drive? It was, wasn't it? Oh, good. So I'm going to end on a loss there. So guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I'm going to go spend some time with the fam. Again, I'm pretty exhausted. Been in the hospital like on and off for like days. So just worn out. But, oh my God, I won that freaking game, bro. How did I win that game with 8 points? How did I win that game with 8 points? I can't even freaking lose when I think I'm going to lose. I must have been playing against Miami. But anyways, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to go spend some time with the family. Hopefully, I don't want to commit to full daily videos again yet. I just, I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. But yeah. Yeah, Toxic Jolt. Toxic Jolt. Does your team have more Super Bowl rings in the past 20 years? How about you? Could you throw a football further than him? Could you throw a football more accurate than him? Stop hating! Stop hating! I love you guys. CHF out. I don't like Tom Brady, but he's the best ever. If you disagree, you're wrong.